Get that plan. All right. We're almost in the clear. I still need to. Now what I gotta do is I'll open up a post. Don't read the post yet, chat. We gotta get to it. Now I need to just fucking crop it. We're almost there. We're almost there. Sorry for the wait. I have yet to make a proper fucking I have yet to make a proper layout or have it be a separate scene or something. Okay, we're almost done. Hold up. Get nice and cozy. Wrong monitor. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay. Now we're good. Except, what the fuck? What? Hold up. What the fuck just happened? Fucking... Just having technical difficulties. Why the fuck did you dumbasses kick me? I'm fucking streaming, dude. Jesus. Alright. We're good to go. Anyway. Okay. Been a little bit. Let's see what we got. Okay. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, God. Am I the asshole for demanding that my dad buy me tampons? Oh, God. Oh, dear. Making a health joke at work that offended someone? Ooh. I kind of like that one. Having zero compassion for my deceased mother-in-law's friends? Oh my goodness! That is a fucking title and a half. Oh my god! Am I the asshole for yeeting my ice cream out the window and saying I'd rather no one have it? Oh my god. Okay, we got some bangers right off the bat. Jesus Christ. What's this one then? This is the one that I picked, or that I clicked on just to get the layout set up. Am I the asshole for letting my boyfriend forget about a date instead of reminding him? No, that sounds boring. Yeah, we're reading alone. Let's start with the tampon one. This one sounds... Oh, this is short. This is very short, actually. Okay. Earlier today, I, 14 female, got my period. Can't relate. Unfortunately, I only had one more tampon left over because I forgot to get more, and I obviously need more. I was having some pretty bad cramps, so I didn't want to talk. And obviously I can't drive, so I went to my dad and asked him to get me some. My dad has arthritis, and apparently he's got a bad flare-up, so he didn't want to do it. I asked him to twice, and he told me that demanding wouldn't make him do it any faster, which just made me angry. I mean, that's fair. I decided to ask my brother, but apparently he's too young to walk to the store by himself. He's 12, I mean... Maybe. And then I went to my dad and told him that he needed to get me tampons, but he snapped at me and told me to give me a minute, or to give him a minute, and to stop being a brat, and demanded things even though I hadn't demanded anything. But he's annoyed at me now, and I guess I want opinions from people who aren't biased. Both sides are kind of the assholes. Weird one to start with. Very weird one to start with. Both sides are kind of assholes. Both sides are kind of being assholes. She needs them, yeah, but also he's having his fucking arthritis flare up. It's like, is that just magically gonna disappear because she needs tampons, you know? I don't know, I feel like both sides are kind of in the wrong in both regards. Weird one to start. I don't know what people are saying. I don't know what people are on about. Not the asshole. He signed up to be a parent. He needs to provide you with necessities. What? He has arthritis. What is this bitch talking about? What? 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 Like, look, I understand they needed to fucking get it, but also he has arthritis. What do you want him to do? If it's flaring up, then it's like shit. Both sides are kind of in a terrible position, you know? You know who's the real asshole, chat? The brother. Although also I would imagine it would be very strange for the brother to go to the store and buy tampons, but yeah. No, but I'm like surprised people are just being like, you're not the asshole. It's like, I mean, you could have also just like if his shit's flaring up, it's like y'all are both in terrible predicaments and there's kind of no good side to this. There is no side that is immediately good or bad, I would say. Do the people of this sub not understand how stressful only having one tampon left is at 14 in a house with 2 cis dudes? What are you supposed to do when it's time to change it? Bleed everywhere or die of toxic shock? Jesus Christ. Also, yeah, where's the mom? I understand there's extenuating circumstances regarding chronic pain, but the fact that a 14-year-old is expected to walk themselves to the store when a parent with a car is right there has my head spinning. I feel like people are really overlooking the whole arthritis part. Why are people just overlooking that? Because this person just said, I mean, I understand the chronic pain, but it's like, so you don't understand the chronic pain then? You just don't. You said you do and then you just don't. You know what I'm saying? You're don't say you get it and then no. Yeah, like, again, I understand. Obviously, something needed to be worked out, and nobody worked out anything. But what was the dad supposed to do? What the fuck? What? Like, Reddit comments are stupid. I will forever stand by that opinion. If Reddit comments aren't people completely missing the point and saying something completely ridiculous, it's people trying to be the top comment by being funny and failing miserably. But I digress. Now I'm really curious about this one though. Now I'm really fucking curious about this one. So, am I the asshole for making a health joke at work that offended someone? I keep a big pub mix jar on my desk at work. It has pretzels, cheesy crackers, and a bunch of other things. I'll have like maybe 10 small pieces per shift, so barely anything. Today this new employee saw the massive jar and walked up to my workstation and told me, you know, eating that much is really bad for you and could get you killed. My response was a playfully sarcastic, whoa, really? And then I grabbed a handful and stuffed it in my face. She said, you're a piece of shit, and walked away. Grow up, bitch. I then went back to doing my job. About 15 minutes later, my boss walked up to me and told me to follow him. He sat me down in his office and had a big talk with me about how threatening/mocking self-harm is a very serious problem. And then I apparently made my coworker have PTSD to when she used to self-harm? What? What? I have never seen a bigger jump in logic. What? 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 I explained to him exactly what happened, and he said it didn't matter. That it's insensitive/bullying, and that he'd fire me again if it happens again. Apparently, she's so hurt by it that she requested to move to an area where she can't see me anymore because she doesn't want to watch an employee get themselves killed. Alright, I'm gonna be the asshole in this situation. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Eating fucking anything to an extent is bad for you and could get you killed. Shut the fuck up with that. Holy shit. Fuck off. If it triggers your fucking PTSD of self-harm, boo fucking who. You did it to yourself by putting yourself in this situation. I'm gonna be the asshole here and say it. Don't put yourself in these situations and they play the victim when something bad happens. That's on you. Literally, what? He didn't even say anything to them. He said, whoa, really? Look, I would maybe be more understanding if he was really an asshole about it and was like, fuck you, die, or something crazy like that, right? But if he stuffs his face with some and goes, whoa, really? And that is something that sets you off, I'm not sure the work life's for you. You gotta figure out something else. Get to e-begging on Twitter or something, I don't know. Oh my goodness, that's bad. That's really bad. Edit. No, I'm not fat. Okay. Okay. Jesus Christ, man. My goodness. Yeah, the comments are just whatever. It's the usual, just not the asshole. That's ridiculous, man. That's fucking ridiculous. Like, oh my god. I'll never... People that act like that act very self-righteous about, like... You know that's bad for you, right? Or this even extends to internet people. Say, for example, someone on Twitter's like, I'm a stan of this person. Then you have the self-righteous person, you know, Carson profile picture, post Carson memes, no sense of humor, professional shit poster in bio. They go, you know where stan comes from, right? That you heard of Eminem? That's a soccer fan. It's like, fucking shut up. Holy shit. Like, what? Like, gee, fucking thanks for stating the obvious. Professional shit poster my ass, dude. Yeah, exactly. Awfully hot coffee pot. Oh, God. Oh, let's see what's up with this one. Oh, this is a spicy one, chat. Am I the asshole for having zero compassion for my deceased mother-in-law's friends? Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, God. My mother-in-law passed away in April. She was a nice woman, but we were not friends. That's a whole separate Am I the Asshole. Her only friends were her cats and her Facebook cat friends. With the exception of one lady who she met many years ago through her husband who passed away 20 plus years ago. Why is everyone dying here? Jesus Christ. Fucking, what is the fucking poster gonna die too if they wait too long to fucking get a response to this post, dude? My goodness. My husband and I have 3 children. The oldest one died in a car accident at the age of 16! Why was I right? Why is everyone dying in this story? Why is everyone dying in this fucking story? 6 years ago, not his fault. I love how they had to specify that, like anyone was gonna assume that. Since the passing of our son, his mother began to pawn her grief off on my husband, and they didn't have a relationship for about 2 years. Literally everyone fucking is dying in this story. What the hell, dude? Sometime about 3 years ago, my mother-in-law decided to let her only friend and her husband move in with her. They don't have jobs, credit, cars, driver's license, or an education. I have really zero compassion for these people. They've basically done nothing in their 60 plus years of life to put them in a better situation than they are now. Now that my mother-in-law is gone, my husband and only child owns the house. We need these people gone so we can sell it. We've been paying all the bills and encouraging them over the 4 months that they need to find a new home. This week we decided to no longer pay the cable and internet bill of $225 a month. She called desperately begging us to please turn on the TV stations, or to turn the TV stations back on, because that's all we have, which would require a $250 startup deposit, and we aren't paying this bill anymore. I called her back and told her that her main focus needs to be finding a new home. I take great pleasure in knowing that I have taken away I take great pleasure in knowing that I have taken their only enjoyment away. Jesus. Okay. Oh my god. There's been a lot going on in this story. It's only 3 paragraphs. Fucking like 4 people have died. This person is saying they took away the last thing these people have in their lives to be enjoyed. If they're 60 plus years old, it's like, I don't really know what this person expects them to do if they're 60 plus years old. Obviously they can get a job. No shit, right? But I would assume the job pool is definitely far more limited for a 60-plus-year-old person than your average 20, 30-something-year-old, right? But ooh, that second to last line was really bad, though. Like, I take great pleasure in knowing that I have taken their only enjoyment away. They need to find new friends and a new home. Am I the asshole? Kinda, yeah. I mean, I understand their frustrations. Don't get me wrong. I understand their frustrations with these people, and I think that's a perfectly reasonable set of frustrations to have. But taking it that far with oh, I take great pleasure in that, that's weird. That's really weird. There is no anything for that. ESH, I don't know what that means. You were fine until you said I take great pleasure. That seems pretty icky, honestly, yeah. I wonder what the other fucking comments. Oh, everyone sucks here. Fair. Okay. I want to see what else people are saying. I want to see if people are being like, not the asshole. I want to see someone saying not the asshole, and I want to see their mental gymnastics as to why. Everyone sucks here. Come on, come on. There's bound to be... found one. Not the asshole. Even if you were okay with them staying, there's no way you owe them free internet and cable as part of their rent-free residency. Start formal eviction proceedings. Get someone who knows what they're doing so it's all done properly. They're basically squatters in my opinion, but I'm no expert. You know what? That's kind of fair. I still don't agree with them in saying not the asshole, but yeah, no, they bring up a good point. Who would have thought? Me agreeing with the Reddit comment. Okay. Also, can I just say how fucking funny it is, the title some of these people have? Because I would assume there's like certain titles depending on what people select or whatever the hell. But there were multiple people I saw here. Hold up, where is it? Asshole aficionado. Asshole enthusiast. Like, why are we just letting this slide? Commander-in-Cheeks is really fucking good, though. That's actually really fucking good, though. Okay. Oh, now, chat, now we're finally on the ice cream one. Holy shit, this is a longer one. Okay. Alright, let's go. So, am I the asshole for yeeting my ice cream out the window and saying I'd rather no one have it? Yeah, it's the flares for the sub or whatever. It may sound stupid, but it's really bugging me if I'm the asshole. I will sincerely apologize. Recently found out we're pregnant, so maybe being a little rash? What? Okay. Well, that came out of nowhere. I, 21 female, have been with my partner, 23 male, for 3 years. Break up with him. Backstory. We get Uber Eats / menu log DoorDash a lot, especially during lockdown. At least once a week, we order ice cream, chocolates, and lollipops. Or whatever. I'm not saying how they wrote it, though. I refuse. Relevant to the story is that more often than not, I pay for it. He'll offer half, but payday comes around, and most of the time, he won't pay as he doesn't have enough because he spent it all on his car parts. My problem for the last couple of months, whenever I go to the fridge, freezer, cupboard, what do you know? It's gone. I always ask, hey, do you know where blank is? Am I just not looking properly? And he'll always reply like, oh, I ate it already. I always get annoyed because it's not like, oh, I had some already, so it's okay. But more like, he'll make shakes using all the chocolate and ice cream. And even though he doesn't like lollies, God, I hate that word. He'll eat all the ones he knows I like and leave the ones I hate. Okay, that part's kind of fucked up. Come on, man. At least like leave half or something, dude. Jesus. So on to the problem. We got another order, and this time since they had run out of large ice cream, they sent 2 small ones. I was over the moon. I was like, yes! Now he has no excuse to touch mine. I was ecstatic and a little giggly. Told him, one's yours, one's mine. Do not touch mine. Last 2 days, I've been having some morning sickness, so it's been unopened in the freezer. I had a little last night when I felt sick, and it made me feel better than a little more. Made me feel better than a little more today with our son. That is barely a sentence. But I've I've left over half as I want it to last and savor it. The last day since his was gone, within the first 5 minutes, he's been pestering me and telling me he's gonna eat it, and he's only gonna have a little bit. I've heard that before. I was getting very visibly annoyed, but obviously he was oblivious. It's been the same discussion / argument for 24 hours. Then he goes to the freezer, pulls it out, and sticks his spoon into it. I jump off the lounge. Excuse me? Snatch the ice cream, open the window, and yeet the ice cream out the backyard. I tell him I'd rather no one have it than you touch it because that's just so freaking selfish. He stomps off into the room. Should mention that I am a foodie and did not eat my ice cream but placed it on the windowsill with my other hand. When he walked away, I hid it in the freezer behind the meat. Am I the asshole for supposedly eating my ice cream after my partner has been selfishly not sharing dessert for months? Chat, can I be honest? This kind of doesn't feel real. This really kind of just does not feel real. This feels like what a fucking 12-year-old considers adult life to be. This feels like something some teen thinks like this is how adults act, right, guys? This doesn't really feel real. I wonder what people are saying. Not the asshole. Dude, this comment, okay, chat. One thing I always complain about on Reddit is too many people jump to fucking conclusions. Not the asshole, but are you really sure you want to be with this guy? Like, what? You don't know what they've been through. It's fucking ice cream and sweets. What the fuck are you talking about? Is this what? And then they explain it, and then this person's like, no. His priority should be you and the children. Like, what? You don't need to support his dreams, especially not when he's behaving so. What? I wish Redditors would shut the fuck up. Holy shit. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Honey, you're settling for way less than you deserve? What are they fucking talking about? What are they talking about? He's a father and should be showing vastly more maturity. It's ice cream! It's ice cream and sweets! Holy shit! Take a walk, people. Holy. Dump him. Leave him right this instant. If he's not focusing on what he needs to at every single second, he's the worst. It's like it's ice cream, dude. It's fucking ice cream, man. If I was with Jasmine and she ate my fucking favorite ice cream that I like left over or something, sure, I'd be like, ooh, I'm annoyed. But it's like, why would I care beyond like 5 minutes, dude? I could buy some more. I could literally just buy some more later, dude. Like, these people are delusional. I'm convinced people that are always like, you need to leave them. I'm convinced, like, have you just ever been in a relationship before? Like, what? It is ridiculous. All right. Oh, what is this? What is this title? Am I the asshole for backing up my nephew for refusing cancer treatment? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Spice incoming, chat. Uh-oh. There's multiple edits. Uh-oh. Add time, sure. Let me see if I can run some. I can indeed. There you go. Oh my god, what? My nephew 12 has cancer for the 5th time in his little life? My goodness! The first time he was only 1 year old basically meant that his life was and still is all about his cancer treatments and recovery. Hasn't been able to go to school. Yeah, that's Akiyama's theme. Might get sick and he can't do normal stuff a 12-year-old should do. Last month we found out he has cancer again. This time it's in his brain and it's bad. Oh, was it not bad before? Obviously. The doctor said they can slow it down, but can never fully remove it because of its place. Now my nephew, after all these years of being prodded and poked, is done. He knows that he won't survive the cancer this time and he doesn't want to fight it anymore. He wants to spend time, or the time he has left, maybe a year, with his family doing all the stuff that he missed out on. My family was absolutely livid about his wishes and is pushing him to get the treatment, which involves a very heavy brain surgery and basically taking out a part of his brain. We won't know how he is going to come out. My nephew absolutely doesn't want it and is done. He's even refusing to go to the hospital anymore. He wants peace and a way out. So what happened is I backed him up. I told my family that after 12 years of fighting, we should show respect, or we should respect his wishes and let him go. I'm alone in this and my family is huge. And my phone is blowing up and I'm being called every name in the book by them. But I can only think about my nephew. Let's see. A lot of kids have asked if he was going to do Make-A-Wish, but my nephew refuses to take a wish from less fortunate kids. Make-A-Wish is a donation-based organization and we have the luck to be very fortunate ourselves, so whatever he wants to do or go to, we'll make it happen for him. We don't want to take any funds from kids that need it more. He would like to stress that he is not a spoiled brat, feels very strongly about it. He, however, wants to leave a little positive mark on the world, so we are trying to figure out how to do it. In the meantime, please don't spend money on rewards. Donate your money to any good organizations you seem fit. Thank you all for your lovely words and support. I'd say this one's pretty simple. If that's what the kid wants to do, let the kid do what he wants to do. One could argue, obviously, like, kids do not understand the full concept of mortality, but also, like, let the kid do what he wants to do, man. Let him live his life how he wants to. Like, obviously it sucks, but also, like, don't fucking force him to deal with that shit some more, you know? Can you fucking imagine if one of the fucking comments was like, you're the asshole? Fucking imagine. I think they would actually, like, be nuked off Reddit. I think their account would cease to exist. Alright, that one was pretty simple. What? What the fuck is this one? Am I the asshole for throwing a death day party? It was in poor taste, but I had a reason. Ugh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, let's see. Oh my god. Well, let's see how this goes. So, I used to work with this guy who started to harass me at work, then also outside of work, showing up at random places I was at. After a short while, it became really clear it wasn't a coincidence. Oh dear, bad start. Okay. Pretty upsetting and scary. I ended up going to the cops about it, not feeling like they took it seriously. Moving apartments, switching jobs, getting a new car, changing my usual places I'd go just to put a stop to it. Okay. My friends were really affected by this too. They often had to deal with being out somewhere and having to leave because this person showed up. He basically became like a boogeyman to me and my friend group. Anyway, it'd been over a year since he'd shown up to where I was at, but I definitely still felt less safe in general. Then we found out he passed away. One of my friends saw an obituary online. It was really unexpected. He was young and healthy. My friends told me, worried I'd be having some complicated emotions about it, but honestly, the only thing I felt about that news was a lot of relief and happiness. Oh dear. What's the song? This is the battle theme from Persona 2. Particularly the PS1 version. I'd been held down by stress for a long time, but I'd finally had a weight lifted off my shoulders. I felt absolutely joyous. Riding on that high, I suggested our little friend group have a party to celebrate. Oh. Oh, dear. Okay. Ugh. 5 of my closest friends were down. We met up at my place for the first time in a while. I'd been worried about my house being identified by their cars. We had a fun party. It was mostly just an excuse to get some friends together and let loose, but a few things happened that I know people might find distasteful. We called it a death day party and toasted to that. And when we went to pee, we'd joke about pouring one out for the deceased. I talked briefly about appreciating my friends a lot for being there for me so much, but mostly we just hung out and had fun. The trouble started when we mentioned stuff about our party to our larger social circle. We all do a sport together and we have a lot of friends or acquaintances in the sport. I said the guy had died and I'd thrown a party, and some of my friends mentioned the toast and some of the dark jokes. We didn't think much of saying this, like we thought everyone would understand why this would be something worth feeling relieved about. But a lot of the team felt the theme of the party and what went on there was super distasteful, that I'm gross and vindictive to take joy in that. And I might actually be suspended from the team because my coach thinks I'm representing the team and club badly. I feel like they would have a point if circumstances were different and this guy weren't a literal boogeyman in my life for some time. But I feel like if everyone understood what that was like, they'd be partying it up too. Alright. Quite frankly, no. Hard disagree. It's fucked up that this person did that. Do not get me wrong. And that is not to even justify that or anything of that sort. Throwing a party to celebrate their death is just weird, though. There is absolutely, like, no, that's just weird, dude. It's like, if it was fucking Hitler, it's like, okay, sure, yeah. Like, fuck yeah, dude, party it up. Hitler, fucking self-reported, you know? But it's just, this is weird, man. This is fucking weird. Like, yeah. Like Verve said, it's fine to feel relief. I think that's perfectly reasonable. Fucking throwing a party, toasting to their death, pouring one out for the deceased? Like, that's fucking weird. That's really fucking weird. No one, not the asshole. Good start. Stalkers never consider how their actions affect you. Your reaction is nobody else's business. I mean, that's a fair thing to say. I think that is a very fair thing to say, but still, throwing a whole ass party and also then telling people that you threw a party and held a toast and again, etc. That's weird. That's weird. Let's see what other people are saying. Not the asshole. Every stalker's end should be cause for celebration. That's weird. That's weird. Okay. You know what my stance on it is? I feel like throwing a celebration for something like that is also kind of dwelling on the situation and the person more. Especially if you're still talking about it after the fact and mentioning it up to other people. I don't think that's a good way to move on, and I don't think that is a way to move on at all. If anything, I feel like that is worse in a lot of regards. That's weird. That's really bad. Just straight up. It's weird, man. They knew he was a creep and still thought the party was distasteful. I mean, yeah, I mean, that it can still be, they can know about it. They can know stuff like that and still think it's distasteful. Because, I mean, yeah, it is still distasteful. Like, I don't know what to say, dude. Not the asshole, and your coach is a dick. Jesus Christ, man. I'm surprised. Jesus, man. This is weird, man. This is really weird. Are you the asshole for celebrating the death of your stalker? No. Huh. Well, that's a sentence. Yeah, I'm surprised more people aren't being like, this kind of fucked up. I definitely started putting stuff on social media and my friends followed my lead once I did it first. No, that makes it even weird. If you're like actually posting about that's weird. That's weird, dude. That's weird. That's fucking, look, again, I understand. Obviously, fuck this dude. No shit, right? Anyone with 2 brain cells agrees with that. But God, posting about it, having a party about it, telling your friends about it, that's weird. That's really fucking weird. That's not moving on. That is dwelling on that and just being weird about it, man. Ew. That is strange, man. I like this title. Am I the asshole for telling a stranger that I don't care about their opinion? Yeah, me and chat be like, alright, chat, let's go. Wall of text. So, I was sent to remove a tree that was deemed hazardous by a state arborist. Upon arrival, I was instantly bombarded by an adjacent property owner with questions as to what I was doing in the area, which happens all the time. I explained my task, or what my task was and why it was necessary. I'm here to remove this marked oak because of the massive rot hole in the base. The state arborist has marked it because it has it's a hazard to the town park. If and when it falls, it could seriously injure or kill someone because of its proximity to the playground. The person then started by saying that they were never informed of the removal. I replied with that they were not informed because it doesn't belong to them, and that it was a matter of public safety, blah blah blah. The person then got extremely angry and started yelling at me, telling me how I was wrong and an evil person for murdering the tree. Fuck the tree, it's a fucking tree. Don't care, didn't ask. Shit's getting turned into fucking 3 stacks of copy paper anyway. Fucking L. Anyway, I replied, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I still have to do what I was hired to do. I hope you have a nice day. It's a pretty standard response that I use when being verbally assaulted and no longer wish to continue the pointless conversation. At this point, they start yelling louder that they were going to call the police and mayor, and their spouse is a lawyer and is going to have me arrested. I replied with that I have the legal documents and they can call whoever they need to, but there is nothing that can be done to stop me from removing the hazard. They then actually call the police, who knew I was here and what I was to do because I was waiting on them to arrive for traffic control. They get off the phone furious and say that they think I'm the most evil person they have ever met and that I'm stupid for not seeing how healthy that tree is. What, is he dealing with the fucking Lorax? What the fuck? At this point, the conversation had gone on for about 20-30 minutes, and I was well over being verbally assaulted, so I said, listen, I'm going to tell you something that someone should have told you a long time ago. Your opinion doesn't matter. You can sit there and say whatever you wish to, but it's not going to save this tree. It's a hazard and it's coming down today regardless of what you think. Since you clearly know more about arboriculture than a state forester, and myself an ISA certified arborist, you should have gone to the meeting about its removal and stated your case, but you clearly didn't. At this point, the police arrived and I explained the situation. They kept the angry person at bay so I could complete the job. So, am I the asshole for telling this person their opinion doesn't matter, being kind of a dick? Okay, chat, do you want my real opinion on it? It sounded convincing until the whole spiel at the end. They could just be exaggerating all the shit they said, but they had me until the end. That whole spiel sounds like a fucking end of a Tumblr story. You know? Obviously, assuming this is a real situation, well, duh, they're in the right. No shit, right? Okay. You know what kind of bores me? Whenever people on Reddit just post these, like, super, like, clearly fucking, like, they are clearly not the asshole posts to r/am I the asshole? It's like, no shit, you're not the asshole, dude. What? Like, no shit. I hate these because they're so boring after the fact. Sure, it's a fun read, but then there's nothing to discuss. It's like, dude, Yeah, you're not the asshole. Cool. Take your freaking upvote. There you go. Feel good about yourself, buddy. Oh no! Am I the asshole for purposefully misgendering a colleague? Ooh, I'm reading it. So I, female to male 16, have been working for 2 months now at a summer job. For the first month, I didn't directly tell anyone I was transgender. If someone asked then I tell them, but I never explicitly announced it. About a month ago, one of the people I work with asked how my parents chose my name, which led me to outing myself by stating that I chose my name. Oh dear. At this point, everyone now knew, and I said if anyone had questions about my transition, then I'd be more than happy to answer them. Oh, so far so good. Obviously, we wouldn't be on r/am I the asshole if that was the end of it, though. On to the story. Yesterday, I was referring, or having a conversation with some of the guys. Accidentally read way ahead. Referring him as X? What? What phrasing? At work, when one of them referred me as she, I corrected him and moved on. He didn't. He kept going on about it. I pointed out how it was usually the people that knew me before I socially transitioned that misgendered me, and the fact that he only started calling me a girl was after he knew I was trans. He referred to me with male pronouns before. Makes him come across as an asshole. Before this point, I had given him multiple chances with me and others correcting him. By last night, I had enough. When closing came around and I wouldn't make too much of a scene, I started referring to him as Miss, with she/her pronouns. Excuse me, Miss X, you're in my way. He then started interrogating me as to why I was referring to him that way. I explained that I was treating him the way he had been treating me. I then went on to continue saying his exact words back at him. I know you're a guy, really. You can do whatever you want with your life, and I'll support you, but I'm always going to see you as a girl. Quite a few people around me found it funny, but the others think that what I did was out of order and that he was really trying despite his efforts saying otherwise. So am I the asshole for misgendering my colleague? No. There's another kind of one where it's like, well, yeah, of course you're not. Don't know what to tell you. God, Reddit, please give me something interesting. I don't know what to tell you, man. I want something that has discussion potential, not here's this very cut dry situation in which I am clearly in the right. Like, come on now, man. I just gotta start going for like the absolute worst titles imaginable. Or something. Well, actually, that one was a pretty wild title, but still. Also, yeah, where's the wedding story, dude? It's been a while since we read one. Have they gone out of fashion or something, dude? Alright. Let's see what we got. Oh dear. Am I the asshole for telling a woman at the gym that she isn't attractive? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, oh my god, there's a lot of text. Well, buckle up, chat. I'm gonna take a bite of my food real quick, and then we will read. All right. So, this happened this morning. I've been mulling it over and decided I needed some outside perspective. I made a throwaway as I don't really want this linked to my main. Okay, fair enough. I've recently started going back to the gym. I'm looking to lose the weight that I gained during my very lengthy quarantine. My partner never stopped working out. She adjusted and made time at home. I can't do that. Home is for all the shit I love to do. I work out to stay healthy, but if I'm 100% honest, I don't really like doing it. So I let myself go a bit. I generally do cardio for 40 minutes. I'm there, cycling. I put my headphones in and zone out. I don't really look at anything. Apparently this morning, a woman thought I was staring at her. I'm going to be honest and say that I'm not even sure if I was looking at her. I'm pedaling away on a fucking alpine pass in my mind and jamming out to some 90s alternative. Okay. I love that he's setting the scene for us. Very nice, very nice. Or there, whichever. I don't think they said which. Anyway. The first time I for sure noticed her was when she pushed on my shoulder to get my attention. I pulled my earpieces out and asked if she needed something. She proceeded to loudly shame me for staring at her while she was working out. I explained that I was zoned out and not really looking at anything. I was 26 minutes in at this point and sweating from my ride. I tried to defuse it. I tried to explain that I really wasn't looking at her. She was having none of it and kept getting louder, so I finally said, "Get over yourself. Why the fuck would I be staring at you when my wife's over there on the elliptical?" She looked wounded and I felt bad for it, but she would not stop or leave me alone. She walked away and I thought that was the end of it. Oh, it's not? As we were leaving, one of the trainers stopped us and said what I said wasn't necessary and that they would talk to the manager about revoking my membership, which seems pretty bullshit to me. This was literally my first interaction with anyone there since I've joined. I scanned my little card in, put my headphones on, and zone out for about 1.5 hours in the name of sweating for health. I don't talk to people there because it's their fucking time, and I'm assuming they're not there for the purpose of making friends. Do I owe this lady an apology? And let's see the edits. So wow, that's a lot of not the assholes. I'll clarify that it was more of the way I've said it. Why the fuck would I be staring at you? I definitely implied that she wasn't nearly as attractive as my partner, which I guess would make my title a bit clickbaity, and I will accept asshole status for that. So the people asking why my partner didn't step in, she was facing the other direction with headphones on. Also, the trainer did not overhear our interaction. She went to her afterwards. I have no idea what she actually said to the trainer. We're going to the gym shortly, so I guess we'll see how it pans out. We'll update you later today for anyone that feels invested. So, the manager was in this morning and we had a conversation about the happenings of yesterday. Oh my god, she told the trainer that I said she was so fat, why would I be looking at her? I didn't say that, and I asked if they had a video of the incident. Holy shit. That's... Oh my god. A way to twist the situation, right? This is the fucking great part. They had not reviewed it yet. I asked that we review the recording before they pass any judgment. She was talking to me for a solid minute before she pushed me. I looked startled from said push. I then have both my arms up at chest level palms. Why do they type out like this? Trying to explain that I was not staring at her and she had the wrong impression. She steps closer and pulls her mask down to get louder, and that is when I gesture at her, and then my wife saying, "Why the fuck would I be staring at you when that's my wife?" The manager apologized for the trainer and the incident as a whole. I told her I was no longer comfortable coming here, so I canceled my membership. My partner did the same, and we will be joining a gym at our local hospital. It has a fucking pool. I love how they had to throw that in. So no workout today. We went to brunch instead. I feel like napping now, but a promise is a promise. So there's your update. Okay. I mean, hey man, not much to say here, but I mean, they had it coming. Don't cause a scene if you don't want people to be rude to you. The fucking Giga Chad. What a fucking drama queen though, dude. Like, my goodness, man. I just don't, God, what is up with these people? Anyway. Alright, what else we got? Oh no! Chat, we have an asshole marked post. Holy shit. Strap in, get ready. Tap in, boys. It's time. Am I the asshole for expecting my daughter to pay me and my wife back for her Uber? Great start. Great fucking start. So, my daughter 16 went out with her friends last week, and some people my daughter doesn't like showed up. My daughter called my wife and said that she was uncomfortable and asked my wife to pick her up. My wife was in an appointment, and I was at work, so my wife called her an Uber. Every time my wife or I call her an Uber, she had to pay us back. So when my daughter got home, I asked her for the money. She asked what I was talking about and said that my wife said she didn't have to pay us back. I asked my wife why she told our daughter she didn't have to pay us back, and she was surprised that I asked. She said she wasn't going to charge our daughter for getting out of a situation where she was uncomfortable. We got into an argument about it because Uber isn't cheap, and I don't think my daughter not wanting to be around certain people justifies us having to pay for her Uber. She took our daughter out to eat and won't talk to me, so I wanted to know if I was the asshole. Yes, you are. What fucking money does your daughter have, dude? Like, what? Like, what do you want her to do? What, does she have, like, fucking 50,000 in the bank that she can just grab from or something, dude? What do you mean? Oh, she has to pay us back. Because Uber isn't cheap. That's ridiculous. What is with these people, man? Comment removed by moderator. Slow clap. Excellent phrasing. That is really funny to me. Also, the fact that someone on Reddit typed out slow clap is painful. It is so fucking painful. Like, my god, what year are we in, dude? Next thing you know, I'm gonna see people in the comments typing out XD and shit too. Like, gee, I thought we got past that, man. I thought we were through the worst of it, man. But Reddit's always here to remind me it never gets any better. At least on the internet. Let's see. Am I the asshole for kicking myself? Kind of boring. Asshole for telling my mom she doesn't get to comment on my looks. Kind of boring. Am I the asshole for asking a woman if she'd ever heard of headphones? Sounds obnoxious. I want to read it. Let's see. I was walking my dog at our usual park this morning, and since it was a nice day, there were a decent number of kids at the playground, and also a children's birthday party going on at the field. Unfortunately, it wasn't that peaceful, since there was a middle-aged walking loops around the park with a Bose speaker strapped to her chest at full volume, playing 80s love songs. Yo, fucking jams, dude. Fucking, does she got Heartbreak Mermaid in that fucking playlist, dude? I was annoyed since I couldn't hear my podcast through my headphones every time she got close. And I figured the parents and kids at the park weren't too enthused either. So I decided to ask her to turn her music down the next time she walked by. When I first tried talking to her, she literally couldn't hear me over her music. So she had to take a minute to figure out how to turn the volume down to even have a conversation. I was pretty pissed by this point, so I just asked her point blank, have you ever heard of headphones? She just stared at me blankly for a second, so I started to walk away thinking I had made my point, till she screamed no at me. I turned around and told her I thought she was being rude to the other people of the park, and she tried defending herself, saying she didn't wear headphones in order to hear cars as she crossed the street. Weird reasoning. Okay. I got a bit snippy at this point and said, well, it's nice to hear you're only thinking about yourself, but I don't see how that matters when you're just walking loops around a park. Plus, you couldn't even hear me over your speaker at first, so I doubt it's useful when crossing the street anyway. She called me an asshole at that point and stormed off. I probably could have handled the situation better, but am I the asshole here? I have mixed feelings on this. On one hand, no, they shouldn't be listening to music that loudly, but also it's a public fucking park. I don't know why you expect anything less. Also, like, I don't know, they seemed so matter of fact. Like, It's like this their quotes to what they said are exactly what I expect a Redditor to say to someone, you know, to epically own them so they can then post and get their karma. So, on one hand, I guess they're not the asshole. I mean, again, it's a public fucking place. Shit like this is gonna happen. Deal with it, quite frankly. But yeah, let's see what the comments say. I want to see someone call them an asshole. These people are too afraid to say that shit. Come on. Someone call them the asshole. Come on. There's bound to be someone, dude. Like, I just want to see someone calling them like the asshole or something. Come on. Someone. '80s love songs, not the asshole. I'm a middle-aged and I love '80s love songs back in the '80s. Just because you're older doesn't mean your music should stagnate. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. You old bitch. Oh, just because it doesn't mean your music taste should stagnate. Shut the fuck up. What kind of stupid ass comment is that? Now, if you'll excuse me, chat, I'll be on my way listening to The Show Must Go On by Lupe Fiasco, a classic of the 2010s, if you will. Seriously, I hated the comment more than I hated the post, quite frankly. Hold up. This sounds like a literal fucking, like, child well, I guess they did 15 female. Alright. Let me get some food in my system real quick. Am I the asshole for storming off and not eating my soup? Great start, right? So let's see. I, 15 female, woke up today with a cold, so I made myself some soup for lunch. My stepdad, 39 male, walked in as I was putting his grandma's salt mix stuff into it. He laughed and asked me why I was putting stuffing in my soup, and I told him it was salt. He replied, "That's a lot of salt, isn't it?" And I just felt so annoyed. I began to eat the soup, and he started criticizing me again. "You're not gonna have bread with that? So you're just having a drink for lunch then?" I said, "It's a bowl of soup. How is that a drink?" He started on a rant about how I only ever treat food I eat. How I only ever treat food I eat all the good food and not the basics. What does that mean? I was shocked that he was offended over a bowl of soup and also infuriated because it feels like he is constantly criticizing me. I shouted that he could eat the soup then if it was such a treat and ran upstairs, leaving the table. My mom and him are now arguing, and I feel like maybe I should have just ignored him or got the bread. So am I the asshole? Alright. Your parents are gonna be an asshole sometimes. Alright? Your parents are gonna really like hammer down on you over the smallest things, and they're gonna mess with you sometimes. Happens to me all the time. Literally either ignore it or say something back. Getting annoyed at them and saying like, "Oh, they're the ones getting offended." I'm sorry, that's cope. It's fucking soup, dude. You can, if you're getting upset that they're talking to you about your soup and shit, just be like, "Cool, that's fine, whatever." That's it, dude. That's fucking it. You left a good soup, man. Let's see what comments are saying. Not the asshole. He antagonized you while you were sick. I want to see if people are... What? Not the typical insecure stepfather needing stepchild to be moody to earn sainthood points? What? Chat, is this fucking comment delusional or am I actually going insane and they're completely right? What? Where did they get that? Where have they fucking got that? What? Also, soup is a drink. Fuck you. I said it. Uh-oh. This comment's hidden. Oh, shit. Okay, now I want to read this interaction. Dr. Armani is an expert on these people. I'm really sorry you have to live through this. Your stepdad won't ever change. Don't try to reason with him. Oh, my fucking God. Shut the fuck up. Holy. Instead, get to know how these kinds of people work and get yourself the ability to handle them. Do you have any other family members that know your stepdad is a bad person? Could you find allies, understanding, and support from people close to you? Where did we get this all from? Soup! I understand showing concern for a 15-year-old, for a kid, but where did we get this from? And then this person goes, oh, shut up, she's 15 and this is an argument about soup. Can we not armchair diagnose the father as a narcissist just one fucking time? Like, she's young enough that if you're wrong, that could influence so much more of a strain on their relationship. You don't know enough about this guy to say he's a narc. OP, please, if you have questions about your father's behavior and mental state, talk to a trusted adult like your mother or a high school counselor. A lot of people on Reddit throw a lot of words around without proper evidence, so please try not to take that to heart. Don't vote me to hell. Y'all are wrong for this. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. No, this guy's right. This guy's actually right. And then this person's trying to be like, boy, this really upset you, huh? Like, yes, because y'all are fucking saying this crazy shit. Obviously, I don't know if they outright... I don't think they said he was a narcissist. That part's they're wrong on. Obviously, right? No shit. But what? She's at a disadvantage because of her age and she needs help navigating these confrontations. Like, it's soup. It's fucking soup. He's literally fucking around with her saying, oh, why don't you eat it with bread? Oh, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? It's like, that's literally nothing bad. What? What? Because I was gonna say, him saying that's a lot of salt, isn't it? And then them going, he's criticizing me again. Him saying that's a lot of salt is not a criticism. That is not a criticism. Of course, one could argue maybe maybe I'm not looking enough into it, right? Or maybe vice versa. But like, it's soup. It's fucking soup. You stormed off because your dad was like, why don't you eat your soup with bread? It's like, just be like, not really my cup of tea. They did it the first time. The fact that they got annoyed when he said, that's a lot of salt, isn't it? It's like, what? You're causing a problem at that point, dude. What? I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Kids or whatever, right? But still, Jesus. What a shit show. You know, the more I read through this subreddit, the more I realize y'all gotta, like, talk to somebody about this that ain't Reddit. Because otherwise you get armchair therapists on Reddit talking about your dad is unwell and this and, oh, typical stepdad behavior or something like that. And it's like, dude, we read like 3 paragraphs. Where did you get that from? Where did we come to this conclusion? Let's see. I see Krispy Kreme, I'm interested. Am I the asshole for asking for a promotion that would only be available on the day I asked for it? Let's see. Krispy Kreme had a promotion on Friday the 13th. Ooh, okay, ooh, spooky. You got 2 donuts for $13. One of the dozen is their plain glazed donuts, and the other dozen is of the specialty donuts. This Krispy Kreme closes at 8 p.m. and stops taking orders online at 7:30 p.m. I arrived there at 7:12 p.m., went into the store and waited inline, you mean, I suppose, until it was my turn to order. I told them I want the special promotion for today. They said I need a barcode that would be emailed to me. I asked how to get it emailed to me and they said to download the app, sign up for an account, and the barcode would be sent to my email. I did that and waited. I kept waiting and no email ever came. Eventually I found an email with a promotion for a free donut. Apparently that's what gets sent to your email when you make an account. I told the person at the register who told me how to get the promotion that I had yet to get the specific email. I did, however, find that I could use the app to get the promotion. I showed them and he said they stopped taking online orders at 7:30 p.m. It was 7:32. At that point I was pissed and asked if there was just a way to let me buy the donuts as this was taking way too long. He said there was not. I asked if there was a manager I could speak with that might be able to handle the issue. He walked over and told the manager I wanted to speak with him. Maybe 10 minutes later, the manager came over to me and asked what the issue was. I explained that I just wanted to get the promotion for 24 donuts. They said without the barcode, it's impossible to get me the deal. I said that I did everything that was told to me in order to get the barcode and showed my phone with the promo deal in my cart. They said I should have signed up a week ago, as that's when they started sending out the email for the promotion. I explained that I had no idea this was a promotion a week ago and only found out this morning. They said that even if I had the barcode, I wouldn't be able to get the deal because they ran out of plain glazed donuts. I then said that I don't care about the dozen donuts as I really just want the other dozen of specialty donuts. She said it was impossible to get one without the other. I told her I'm willing to pay the full $13 and forego the dozen plain donuts. All I want to do is buy the donuts and leave. She said that's impossible. I looked behind her and saw that they had roughly 300 donuts in the back. I said that since they're closing in 15 minutes, they won't possibly be able to sell those donuts, and all I want to do is give them money for the donuts. She said, fine, what do you want? I told her what I wanted, and she handed me the box of donuts. I got online to pay. As I was standing there waiting to pay, she yelled at me to leave. I looked at her in confusion as I hadn't paid yet. She told me to leave again, so I started walking away with the donuts. As I'm leaving, she yells, "Never again will this happen." So Reddit, am I the asshole? Yes, you are the asshole. This is kind of just completely on you. This is your problem. This is your issue. You kind of caused a big deal over some fucking donuts, dude. I understand you wanted your promotion, your deal. It's kind of your problem, though. You should have look, dude. If you want these fucking deals, general rule of thumb is always make sure you literally know how you're getting it exactly, because sometimes it's something about, ooh, this coupon, something about this online, all this stuff. This is on him. He was being kind of an asshole about it. He also was saying like, oh, I showed them the promotion thing and they said they stopped taking online orders at 7:30. It was 7:32. It's like, dude, if they say they're stopping at 7:30, they're stopping at 7:30. Like, what? They're not gonna make an exception for some Randy asking for these fucking donuts. Like, what? It's weird. Like, yes, you are the asshole. You are, indeed. I'm glad I got to this one early, but let's see what the comments say. Not the asshole, just did a little Googling and nowhere does it say you need a barcode. Blah, blah, blah. No promo code or good luck required, blah, blah, blah. What do the replies say? Even if Krispy Kreme set their employees up for assholes like OP, that doesn't make them less of an asshole. The staff said no. Pay the extra $5 extra and take it up with corporate. Why is this downvoted? Why is this downvoted? Yes, OP, you are an asshole. These people are doing their job, and you're making an issue. What does this person say? It does say that the promo's for one day, and OP showed up minutes before they closed. Had the whole entire day to get his promo and wait until the last hour. Reminds me of when I worked at Best Buy and people would come in for Black Friday deals right before we closed on Black Friday and get mad when doorbusters were already sold out. This is false advertising. No, it isn't. This is poor planning on your part. OP showed up at 7:12 and they closed at 8 p.m. Yeah, but like with the online shit, they say they stopped that at 7:30. It was 7:32. He said it himself. This is literally his fucking problem. No one is calling this guy out. As someone who's worked in the industry, not the asshole, are you insane? Not the asshole. I don't understand why people are saying otherwise. You went in during operating hours. You followed their directions to a T, and you were patient. They told him they stopped the online shit, that shit, at 7:30, and it was 7:32. What do they want him to do? What the fuck did they want them to do? They are doing their jobs. Dude, this guy says, and I quote, "I don't even like Krispy Kreme. The donuts were for my fiance who likes and requested them." Dude. Chad, he did all this because he wanted a $5, he wanted $5 off. He did all of this because he wanted $5 off. Are you kidding me? So you wouldn't spring $5 for them? You don't know OP's budget. They may only have $13 allocated for snacks and treat. Dude, Reddit comments are actually the epitome of cope. What the fuck? He would not be going to Krispy Kreme if he only had $13 for snacks and treats. You can go to a million different places that are way cheaper if you only had $13. What is the soundtrack? Hold up, I gotta check it because I forget the name of it. This is Stage 3 Obelisk from Catherine. Not the asshole. You did nothing wrong. The employees were doing a basic job. Simple as that. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? They should not have gotten angry and should have helped you get the Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, dude? Why is no one calling them an asshole? Finally! You're the asshole. You tried to get a promotion unprepared and were unwilling to listen to an employee and needed a manager to handle your massive ego. Upvote! Literally? Yes. He didn't need to call the manager. This was his problem. I guess the reason I refused to give up was because I arrived in time to online order and use the promotion, but they sent me on an impossible quest which wasted enough time that it was too late to use online ordering. That was your fault. You weren't prepared in time, though. You weren't prepared for it. You should have checked exactly what you needed it. This person can say up, down, left, and right what Krispy Kreme said, but hate to break it to you, individual stores always handle it differently. There is always differences. If you're gonna go in last hour, you need to make sure you're fucking prepared. This is their fault. Let me guess, this is all people calling them the asshole. Yep. Wow. You're the asshole. Those poor guys are probably massively overworked, underpaid, and tired of conceited customers coming in and demanding things just because I have money and I'm paying your paycheck. Total asshole material. Yes. Oh my god. They told me the way to get the promotion was to be a member and sent the code. Blah, blah, blah. They literally wasted my time till I couldn't get the deal. I actually had enough time to get it originally, but they told me the only way was through a barcode email. Dude! What do you want them to do? What the fuck do you want them to do? What do you want these fucking people to do? You're the asshole. They were doing your job. You decided to wait until the very last minute to come and ask for the promotion, and then you're surprised when it's not working anymore. To be honest, when you said it closes at 7:30, arrives at 7, so blah, blah, blah. Okay. The store closes at 8 p.m. Online ordering closes at 7:30. You were in almost an hour before closing and 20 minutes before online ordering closed. That seems fine to me, not the asshole. Chat, am I going insane? Am I going insane, or is this person just straight up like, yes? Like, yes, this person is an asshole. Like, the way I see it. If I worked at this Krispy Kreme and I was dealing with this person, I would think, wow, what a fucking asshole. They're just doing their job. What do you want them to do, dude? Jesus Christ. All right, we'll read one more here and wrap things up. Let me find like the spiciest one we can find. You're insane enough to keep reading these, so yes, fair. Chat, it's a wedding one. Chat, it's a wedding one. It's a fucking wedding one. Yes. Can someone explain to me the problem of the time? What is the problem of the online orders ending at 7:30 if he was there physically? The issue, I suppose, is obviously if that's what they have set in stone. I think arguing the semantics of why can't they do this, why can't they do that, is just kind of like, that's just kind of what they have to follow, sadly. Like, that's not their fault, you know? No, it's not, don't worry, it's not like a language sort of thing. It's just simply, it's rules, and they gotta follow it because obviously they are not their own individually run place. They are a franchise place. It's just dumb. Yeah, it's one of those, like, you know, don't hate the player, hate the game sort of system. Also, yeah, what Tech said as well. I don't doubt that it was only an online, probably an online only offer. Regardless, okay. Oh my god. All right. So, am I the asshole for believing my half-sister over my mom and kicking my mom out of my wedding reception? Ooh, shit. Here we go. 17 years ago, my dad cheated on my mom and got the woman he cheated with pregnant. What? Huh? Huh? Okay. Since he owned straight up or straight away and was really regretful, my mom forgave him as long as he had no contact with the child except for paying child support. When the child was 13, her mom passed away? What fucking telenovela is this? What? She went to live with the grandparents and she has to have limited contact with our dad, and my mom reluctantly allowed it. Hey, Lily. She and I met and have been very close since then. This has always made my mom uncomfortable, so I avoided talking about her in front of my mom. Before my wedding, I told my mom I wanted my sister as a bridesmaid. And I said multiple times if she thought that it would be a problem for her, she should let me know. My mom said it was fine. Narrator voice, she was not fine. At the reception, one of my other bridesmaids told me she found my sister crying in the bathroom. When I asked my sister about it, she tried to say she was just overwhelmed and she was fine. But after a bit of pushing, she admitted my mom had been saying nasty things about her, seemingly deliberately in earshot of her. Apparently she heard my mom talking to my aunt about how rude and socially inept my sister must have been, or must be to show her face here, and saying that my sister just looks like me but a bit more skanky. And then she obviously gets the skank genes from her mom. The fucking... the skank genes? The fucking skank genes? Obviously, I was not okay with my mom talking like this about my 16-year-old sister and her dead mother, so I confronted her. My mom denied it and said my sister must be lying to get back at her for stopping our dad from contacting her. My sister got upset and started trying to defend herself. Oh my god. Chat. Cool Beans' message, the one that just went through right there, got blocked. And do you want to know why? It wasn't because of the part that said skank. No. It was because Cool Beans typed out LMAO. Thanks, Automod. No, Avi, yours got blocked because of the term skank. Yours got blocked because of skank. Cool Beans has got blocked because of LMAO, apparently. Interesting day, I see. Anyway. So. My sister got upset and started trying to defend herself. My mom raised her voice and was telling me I needed to get my sister out of her wedding. Or my wedding. My sister continued to deny that she was lying, but she told me she didn't mind leaving if it would keep the peace. I told my mom she needed to apologize for being rude about my sister or leave my wedding. She chose to leave, and both she and my aunt maintained that she never said anything about my sister. Now a lot of people on my mom's side of the family are angry with me, saying I chose my dad's affair child over my own mother. I believe I was probably right that my mom was lying, mostly because it's not as if my sister came up to me accusing my mom. She was hiding in the bathroom to cry, and it took some convincing to get her to tell me why. I also think the word skanky isn't one a 16-year-old would think of, and my mom has used that word before. My mom aunt and grandparents say I should have believed my mom over my sister. My dad believes I shouldn't have tried to work it out at the wedding. He says I should have told them to cool down and avoid each other for the rest of the reception, which wasn't even a particularly long time, and talked about it later when we were calmer. He thinks it was rude to kick my mom out of the reception. In all fairness, she did present her with the option to either calm the fuck down or get the fuck out, and she chose to get the fuck out. That's on her. Side note, maybe she should have just, like, told them to avoid each other. I don't think that would have been a good idea, quite frankly. I understand why the dad would have said that, but I don't think it would have necessarily solved this situation. It would have just prolonged it, presumably. You know? Either way, no shit. They're not the asshole. Duh, right? Not the asshole. Wow, your mother and father are alone. What did the father do? What? What did the father do? The father... Okay, look. I understand the father's suggestion is not the greatest one in the world, but it's a reasonable suggestion. Like, I understand why he said what do you mean the father's loathsome, selfish jerks? What? 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 What the fuck? Oh, maybe it's the cheating part, actually. Hold up. I forgot about that part. Wait a minute. Forgot all about that. Oh my goodness. That's fucking funny, though. Still, though, Jesus. She chose to forgive your dad, but also forced the child to grow up without their father. That's beyond awful. Then tried to ruin your wedding. Just awful and breaks my heart for your sister. I guess so, yeah. Don't know what else to say. This one's pretty cut dry. Seriously, though, just... Look, guys, it was a bunch of chapters ago, alright? How could I remember that the dad cheated on her, okay? That was like 40 chapters ago, dude. Let me see if I can find a short one to read to wrap things up. How long is this? What? Dude, I want to read this because I saw a couple lines here. Dude, Am I the asshole for telling another girl I'm not sorry for smashing her Skittles with my car and would do it again? Holy shit. This is our last one, by the way, chat. I was hanging out with a large group of friends/acquaintances at a barbecue in the park. One of my friend's girlfriends was there and kept gushing about how hyped she was to have some Skittles after getting her braces off. They're her favorite candy and she couldn't eat them while her braces were on for a year. My friend bought her a jumbo-sized pack of Skittles to celebrate the occasion, and she was going to eat them at the barbecue. The barbecue went great, and one of the guys asked if someone could get the Gatorades, or go get Gatorades from the convenience store less than a mile away. I volunteered and drove to get the Gatorades for everyone. When I got back and pulled into the parking lot, my friend/acquaintance girlfriend suddenly screamed as I was getting out of the car. She had set her Skittles down where I parked momentarily, and I had crushed them with my tires. I apologized and offered to go buy her some more Skittles from the convenience store. It would take me 5 minutes. She said no and that it was fine, but I could see she was seething. Her boyfriend said those Skittles were special since he bought them to commemorate her getting her braces off. He said it in half-joking, half-serious way that the damage was already done. For the next 5 hours at the barbecue, she proceeded to give me dirty looks, roll her eyes, and sigh at me every time I spoke, and make passive-aggressive comments about how rude I am for running over her Skittles. I apologized several more times and said that I would go buy her Skittles if she'd just give me 5 minutes, but she declined. At the end of the barbecue, the 9 of us took a group selfie. It was really hard to squeeze all of us into the camera frame and took several minutes. I was standing next to her, and as someone did 3, 2, 1 countdown on 1, she sneakily shoved me out of the camera frame. Someone said to me, "Oh no, you stepped out of the camera frame." She giggled and said, "I guess that's karma for making my Skittles into roadkill." I exploded at her. "I don't give a fuck about your Skittles, bitch!" I said I'm not sorry I ran over her Skittles and would do it again. Then everyone laughed uncontrollably and we all awkwardly left. Her boyfriend texted me afterward calling me deranged, mentally unstable bitch who got irrationally upset about Skittles. Ironic. But also he didn't need to say that shit at the end. Don't get me wrong, that shit was funny as fuck though. He did not need to do all that though, man. Jesus, but it was funny. I'll give him that. But it's Skittles. Who's commemorating getting braces off with Skittles? It's fucking candy. Go buy more. If you're upset and denying them offering you to get you more, that's on you. Yeah, I agree, V-Fru. He didn't have to say all that shit. Obviously, you know, it sucks that he was put in that situation, but like, damn, bro. He went a little too hard at the end there. Let's see what comments are saying. Blah, blah, blah. Sound like you were the person. It doesn't sound like you were the person. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's basic. She shouldn't have put them on the ground where they could be run over, and she shouldn't have been passive-aggressive asshole about it. Tell her boyfriend and puss to piss off. What? Okay. No, in all fairness, what do you mean? What do they want the boyfriend to do? The boyfriend's upset because his girlfriend's upset. What the fuck? Why are you fucking why are you throwing the boyfriend on the bus? What? Come on now. Not the asshole, taste the rainbow, followed by good one lol. Great talk, Reddit. Great talk. Immature and juvenile, yes. But the asshole, no, not the asshole. Honestly, yeah, Dragons 2706, I would say, has got it right. I don't give a fuck about your Skittles, bitch! Like, Jesus Christ. He would have had a clean slate if he didn't say all that shit at the end. God, it's fucking funny, though. Oh my god. Alright. Alrighty, chat. That's it.